Hello everybody. I think this is the original live stream that I had initially. How is everybody doing? Let me wait for everybody to pop on the stream here. How are we all doing today? So in today's stream we are going to talk about the portfolio. If you guys have any questions, hit me with the questions. If you guys have any question, hit me with the questions. I'll wait for people to come online. So this is how we're gonna do it, okay? Because my channel is very new. I'm new to all this stuff, so I'm building my audience and I'm doing what I want, the kind of content that I want to put out there. So I believe that a bunch of people will catch on to what I'm doing as I go along. So I'm just gonna put this content out there just in case in the future when people start realizing what I'm doing here, they start catching on. There's a bunch of content that they can see the kind of person I am, the kind of investor I am, and just to put out a bunch of content. So we are going to be on the stream for about an hour. If there's people coming through, there's not a lot of people. We are going to be on the stream for roughly maybe 20 minutes because I have some things that I want to share with you guys. So what I'll be doing on the Sunday on Sundays on my Sunday stock talk is to just share with you guys what my plans for my portfolio will be, what my plans for my option trading will be for the week, and all throughout the week I'll just be putting out the videos of me actually executing those options. But on Sundays I'll come online, talk to you guys about it. So that's the plan. That's how I'm gonna go about it. So we are going to, okay, you know what? Before I even get into this, I have to get some disclaimers out. You guys see the disclaimer right here? Okay, it's just a government thing that creators have to put out there, especially in the finance space. I'm not an investment professional because I'm not allowed to lie to you guys that I am. I'm not. I'm just a regular person, and I like to talk about money. So I just come online instead of talking to my friends and family alone about it. I just come online, I talk about it, show you my results. If you like my channel, you subscribe. If you don't subscribe. It is what it is. But hopefully a lot of people like the channel and subscribe, and they can see what I'm doing and they can learn from me and hopefully implement something like that as well in your life, because this channel is the $1 million challenge. Okay, on this channel the goal is to get my money up to my first million and share with you guys. So hopefully after that I can create some sort of business around this YouTube venture. So that is the main plan. That's the main plan that I have. So for the portfolio this week, I've been working on the dividend update. Thankfully, the market rebounded nicely this week. So let's check the S&P 500. The dividend update will be out pretty much on Monday or Tuesday, so you guys stay tuned. I already worked on the video. So last week was pretty bad in the market. We're down almost 1% is not too bad, but I mean, let's see, a month. Let's look at a month here. This was last week. This was last week in the market, you know. So this last week we were down almost 4%, and the market recovered this week pretty much right away, almost 5%. So that's why, for me personally, like, I never panic sell anything, because when you do that, that's when you actually lose money. That's why the way that I look at investment is I look at investment as a multiple tier thing. Okay, I mean, The best thing to do when you're really young when it comes to investing is to, like have, if you can invest in real estate, that's stable and all these things. That's nice and all. But for me, I prefer to invest in stock, build a stock portfolio that is very nice and legit. Something that is constantly paying nice dividend. As you guys see here, for the week, let's see how much we've earned this week. We've earned $6. $6 that I didn't have to do anything for. And over a month here, the portfolio has generated about $40. Granted, the market has been down. Like I said in the last couple of videos, I would have loved to buy a little bit extra at this point. I think I did mention that when I did my Tesla update. That is the latest videos that I have for Tesla. I did mention that around this point here. So, so I wish I had the money to put in around that time, because look at the market just rebound like nicely, you know. Uh, February 16th. So like, let's check this dip, which we checked out earlier. See, almost 4%, and the market rebound nicely. I mean, I think this year will be a great year anyways for investors, because, you know, we have lots of steaming coming, lots of money, stimulus. We have a lot of stimulus checking away. A lot of money is flowing into businesses. Almost $2 trillion worth of money was pumped. Basically, it's being pumped into the economy within the next couple of months. All this money, all this almost $2 trillion is gonna end up somewhere. Okay, so most likely it's gonna end up in companies. Okay, so let me get back to the dividend portion here. So what I'm just gonna do this week is just to pull my regular dividend, my regular amount in, which is almost $300 that I put into the portfolio, and just currently just let it do its thing. So that is pretty much what I'm doing with this portfolio here. So in terms of the option trades, that's what I do with this Robinhood portfolio. My Robinhood portfolio is just strictly for my option trades. I mean, sometimes I have some stocks, but it's as a result of option trades. So let's see how we've been doing. So the point of me having this Robinhood is to, like I said, do options on it, and I want to get to a point where I'm basically making my income with option trading. Okay, it's gonna take a long time for me to get there, but I think I'm gonna get there. So like with the dividend portfolio here, this is one basket of my investments. Like I always like to talk about, this is one basket, and obviously within this basket, I have a bunch of different things going on within that basket. Okay, I have investment in passive income, which also invests in a bunch of different companies within that sector. Links will be in the description if you want to check it out. I have the ETF sector here, which the ETFs I have under that sector. I'm investing in multiple different ETF that is targeting different industries. Um, you know, and I don't really have to do much with this section here. You just basically do its thing. And then on the stocks, I'm invested in various different stocks. Some of them pays dividends, some of them don't pay dividend. I'm still working on moving some of the stocks that pays dividend that are in here, move them into the passive income section. I just want this section to be stocks that strictly don't pay dividend. And here I have my ARK Invest funds. Okay, ARK Invest is a very important fund that I think people should have in their portfolio. All what I say here, it's all my opinion. Let me put my huge disclaimer here. Okay. All what I say here is all my opinion, guys. Okay. Because I have to say that. Okay. Because I'm not an investment professional. The disclaimer is below. Read it. I don't want to get in trouble here, but that's besides the point. ARK Invest, for me personally, in my opinion, I think it's a great fund to hold your money in, because this is a company that is relentlessly doing research into the newest technology, the newest things that's coming out in terms of technology. And I don't think any individual have the ability to properly look into new companies like ARK Investors. So I just go the easy way. I have this ARK Invest funds here, and what I do with that in particular is I just picked whatever funds they have available right now. I put them in, and I want to get up to roughly 20% of my entire portfolio in these funds, and just let it do its thing. So yet today, with all the drama that has happened, it's still looking great. This fund performed greatly last year. It returned 200% for investors last year. So the ARK Invest fund is very, very important. So Berkshire Hathaway is obviously Warren Buffett's holdings. So I add that to my portfolio because when I was learning about investments, I actually learned a lot about how Warren Buffett built his empire. So I like to admire it, and M1 here has a section where I can invest in what Warren Buffett invests in. That is exactly what I'm doing right here. That is exactly what I'm doing right here. You know, and then you have all these M1 pick those ETFs. So Berkshire Hathaway section is picked by M1. This section right here is also picked by M1 Ultra Aggressive. Global Growth and Global Value, those are picked by M1 Finance professionals, and I just basically copy the portfolio. And so with something like this, I feel like I have a very solid portfolio here that will generate income for years to come, and I just really don't have to worry about much when it comes to this portfolio, this section of the portfolio. So let me go to the income part of it now. Let's look at some money that have been coming into the portfolio for the week. For the week here, let me move me to the corner. So far, this is how I get paid pretty much on a regular basis with this portfolio. I like the fact that I'm investing in a bunch of different companies, and they all pay me. You can say, oh, I'm investing in too many companies, or I'm too diversified. I personally don't care. All I care about is preserving my money so I don't lose my money. And I know Warren Buffett once said this, that if you over diversify, it's like you don't it's an insurance for not knowing what you're doing or whatnot. But this portfolio, to me, with the kind of goal that I have for the portfolio, it's still a baby. It's $42,000. This is going to go up to $1 million one day. That is the goal. This is the $1 million challenge. That is why I have this portfolio. So this is like still a baby compared to where I needed to go. So I want to spread my eggs as far as possible, as wide as possible, so I don't have to worry when the market goes down like crazy. Because I was around in 2008 when the market went down like crazy, and I was young back then, 2008, 2009 during the crisis. The market went down like crazy. I was young back then, and I just sold all my stocks. I wish I had kept them, because if I did, I would have been a very, very wealthy man right now. You know, let's see. Let's see from 2008, 2009. Okay, so you see where this is where we were back then. The market dropped like what, 45%? If I just kept my stocks and just keep on buying more when it went down at this point, you know, keep buying more, I would have been a very, like right here, I would have been 400% on the S&P 500 is huge. I would have been very wealthy right now. But now I'm a little bit more educated when it comes to investing. Um, so I like this portfolio setup. This is the passive income section of the portfolio, and this part is geared towards all these different kind of like industries. Okay, so I have energy and transportation here, tech, finance, um, um, consumer, real estate, healthcare, the list goes on. And I hopefully want to also broaden this. I want to put defense in here. I want to put a bunch of different industries as well. I mean, I know I could just pick the S&P 500 and be fine, but this is fun to me. I like doing this stuff. So, so I'd rather do this. Okay. So, yeah, so that is pretty much it with the um with this right here. Next week, what I will do next week is every single day I will look to see how the market performs based on the stimulus check. Most likely the market is probably going to go up, but depending on what the market does, I would see how I would invest my money accordingly. But I still have my basic money that I put in here. My basic money that I put in here, I put in roughly like $200 or so on a weekly basis. So trading, let's see, trading. Let me show you guys a trading section here. So I have this trading section here. This shows you, your transactions or whatnot. So on a regular basis. So I pretty much put in average $50 every day on average in here. $50 a day. Sometimes I put more. Like this day I put $50 and I put an extra 20. Most likely this is going into Tesla. As you guys know, that is my number one investment right now. That's the number one company that I'm bullish on, and I think it will take me 2 to 3 years to accumulate the amount of shares that I want for Tesla. And once I accumulate enough shares, I'll move on to the next company. But for now, Tesla is still my biggest holding and will continue to be my biggest holding. So yeah, that was Tesla, and then here we have our daily regular trading. Right now, M1 is automatically allocating money into ARK Invest, and I'm still putting a little bit of money into space because I want to have at least $1,000 in space. Then I'll move on to the next micro investment that I want to put more money in. But my regular $25. So I have two things that I do. I split the $50 that I put in every day. I split it into two, and the first one. So let me show you guys here. So roughly I put in like $50 every day into the portfolio. Okay, $50 a day roughly into the portfolio, and then basically I split that into two. Okay, I give $25 to M1 for it to invest into anything that it wants to invest in the portfolio. That's what I do. I do $25 with that, and M1 currently put that right into ARK Invest. Put it into ARK Invest. This three ARK Invest funds, and then I personally go in and put $20 into Tesla stock, and then I'm currently putting $5 into space. And space I want to build up to $1,000. Then I'll move on to the next one. Let me show you guys what I mean here. So the $25 that M1 automatically put into the portfolio, that gets, let me move me on this side here. So the $25 that M1 automatically put in, that gets invested into ARK Invest, because currently I want to allocate 20% of the portfolio into ARK Invest, and it's currently 6%. So most likely it's going to keep putting more money in until it gets to 20%. That's how M1 Finance work in terms of distributing whatever you're automatically putting into it. So that's how M1 works, right? When you automatically put money into M1, it distributes it into all the holdings that you want to have in your portfolio. So right now, because ARK Invest is currently the lowest one that I have in, most of the money is going into ARK Invest for the most part. So I personally go in, okay, I go in and I do this every day. This is one of my favorite things to do every day. Go in and I buy I put $20 into Tesla stock right here, and I also put $5 into space. So this section right here is getting roughly about $25 on a daily basis. 20 into Tesla and 5 into space. And then once I get about $1,000 into space, once I have $1,000 here, then I'll move on to Neo, then I'll move on to the rest of all these companies. I want to have a decent amount, at least $1,000 minimum in each of these companies, and just hold them and see how they perform over time. But the ones that I will not stop putting money in is Tesla. I will not stop putting money into Tesla for a long period of time, because um, people just don't get the things that this company is up to. Like to be honest, like I don't think people get what Tesla is up to and how big and how massive of a company Tesla is going to be. So for me, I will continue to pour money into Tesla stock, and that's just my opinion. Okay. So let's move on to the next thing here, okay? Because I'm a working man. This is what I love to do. I love to just manage my investment. This is what I do in the back end and every Sunday. So I figured, okay, so every Sunday I would go into this and just kind of tweak things, see how the portfolio is doing, think about what I'm going to do. So instead of just doing it in the back end and not sharing it with you guys, I decided to do a Sunday stock talk and just come online every Sunday and share with you guys. Me personally, I know that my channel is small right now, and to be honest, I don't care if people don't jump on right away. I mean, I do care. I want you to jump on right away. Come on the comment section, come talk to me. Let's ask questions. Ask questions. I can learn something from you guys. But if you guys cannot jump on Sundays, that's fine. But Sundays is when I have the time to do stuff like this. So if you're watching this at a later date and it's not live, consider subscribing to the channel so you will not miss my next Sunday stock talk. Okay, so I do this stuff in the background to manage my portfolio. You guys see so far, portfolio hasn't done bad, 44%. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing that I'm doing here. And actually, before I move on to that, I do have a dividend update coming up, giving you guys more details into how I'm managing this portfolio, my opinion on the market, news, commentary, talking about how much the portfolio I've made, just a standalone dividend update video like I always do on the channel. So let's move on to the next one, which is my baby here. This is what I'm trying to build up. Okay, I'm trying to build my Robinhood portfolio to get it to the point whereby I can be generating weekly income by selling options. So selling options and is my main thing with Robinhood. And sometimes I could potentially, instead of selling options, sometimes I could potentially buy options too if a stock has gone down too much, and I check my indicators. Like let me show you guys on this screen right here. So sometimes I look in here and I check my indicators, and if the indicator is telling me that, okay, most likely this stock is going to go down, like if I'm looking at GME right here, this is GME, and so looking at this, I can see that GME is on the downtrend because we can see here on the MACD crossed over. The stock is currently below VWAP. This yellow line is below VWAP, below all the moving averages. So this potentially gives me the opportunity to be able to go in and jump in and capitalize on short-term opportunities, whether the market is going down, or the market is going upwards. So that's what I try to do with the option trading strategies that I have here. So as you can see here, you have a huge push up, came down a little bit, but didn't fall completely. You know, the MACD was indicating it was going to fall, but it just didn't fall. So you could have waited for this point here, right here, and just, you know, take a tiny little trade. Maybe put $100 in and see where it goes. If it goes up, which it did, you know, you get out of the trade and make a little money. So that is what I try to do with my Robinhood situation right here. Okay, and I do post this on my Instagram. Let me see if I can share that with you guys. Let me see if I can share that with you guys here. Let's go on the phone section. Okay, so this is the IG. Go check out the IG. Trade like Bada. I post you know, some of the trades, like my update here on um my Robinhood portfolio. Post the update just showing just the numbers alone to just trigger people to go check out my YouTube channel, because YouTube here is where all the magic happens. Okay, but I show some of the quick little numbers like this when it comes to my Robinhood portfolio on IG to share with you guys, so you guys can see some of you know, what's going on with the portfolio. Transparency is everything for me when it comes to what I do here. Transparency is what I'm trying to share with you guys, because your reputation matters when you are trying to, you know, do the kind of things that I want to do in the world, in terms of, you know, changing people's lives, and this is all part of the story. But anyway, so let's check out Robinhood here. So on Robinhood, I currently have a couple of trades open here. And this is so the option trading that I do results in my wheel strategy videos that I post. That's the reason why I post the wheel strategy videos, because, you know, it comes off of stuff like this. And if I see something that I'm doing that works for me and it makes sense, I'll post it on this channel, because that is what this channel is about. I will not post stuff that I don't really know much about, or I don't think it will bring value to you guys. You know, the whole point of this channel is to make money. So I'm going to share my journey on how I make money. And this is part of the story. So let's take a look at Jumia. I will first get to the chart first. Let's get to the chart first. We're looking good over there. Let's get to Jumia here. So I can show you how I decide to hop on this trade. So I'm trying to show you how I decide to hop on this trade. And this trade is currently up $131, so which is good, you know. So I'm going to show you how and why I decided to hop on this trade. So let's go back to the chart for a second. Hello Kevin, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Appreciate you for coming on. Welcome to the chat. I hope you're subscribed to the channel and be a part of the community. Welcome Kevin. Okay, so let's get right into it. Okay, So this Jumia trade that I currently have going on here, let me show you guys exactly what I'm doing here. Okay, so let's get back to the trade. So I was looking at the chart, right, and I realized that there was an opportunity to buy calls on Jumia, and what showed me that is me looking at the technical analysis and seeing an opportunity to buy calls on Jumia. So at this point, when the stock was trading downwards, I was kind of watching it. I think I saw it when it was around this area right here. So what I did was when the stock formed a double bottom right here, um, like this kind of a weird W shape is called a double bottom. Usually when a stock forms a double bottom like this, there's usually a nice bull run. And if when I look at the MACD here, I realize that um, we have this cross here. Usually when all these moving averages form a cross, it's called a golden cross, and it usually would push upwards. Okay, so that's what I did. I spot this opportunity and I jumped on it. I think I bought a call around this area, and here is the result of the call. Here's the result of the call. Let's see if it's popping up. Okay, so it's coming on the channel right now. Let me use the wide angle so you can see this better. Okay, so here's the result of the call. Okay, like I'm currently up right here, $131 on the call, and hopefully, as as the as the chart is currently showing me right now, like it's looking like the stock is currently on an uptrend. Because if we look, because the market has been down so much recently, this stock has the potential. It has the potential to be at least back to this area, back to this range, this trading area here. So let's say here, and that would be roughly about $56, and the stock currently is trading at 47. So that's a $20 move. That's a $20 move on this particular trade here. So if the stock would go from where I purchased it, which is around this area, if the stock would push up and then get to roughly an average of this area right here, that's like a $20 move, and it's great for my portfolio. So you guys seeing the result here. And this is currently up 131 dollars. So that is one example of how I use options to try to generate, little income, over the year. So let's get to the next one. So the other trade that I have on here is called Riot. Riot. So let me show this one to you guys as well. Pull the options up. So now this is a stock that follows Bitcoin. Like Riot is a stock that follows Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin goes up, Riot goes up. When Bitcoin goes down, Riot goes down. This is a highly speculative play. It's a risky play. Um, you know, um, this is a risky one, so I'm not really putting a lot of money into this. But I currently have a put position, which I'm going to explain to you guys by showing you the chart in a second. I currently have a put position with this particular stock. Um, so no, Rocket. This is Rocket Company. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. This is Rocket Company. Raya is the one that moves with Bitcoin. So this is Rocket. Let me come to the chart real quick to show you guys Rocket. Okay, and the reason why, I decided to buy puts on Rocket. Okay, so pulling up rocket here. Okay, so what we've seen here, let's see. Um, so we see that the normal price of the stock is around this area right here. This is a normal price for the stock. So what I don't know what happened with the stock around this area here. That it pushed up. You can see the golden cross on the MACD, and then at the same time, the VWAP also crossed the moving averages. This is a long term. I think this is 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. So each candle is an hour. Each candle is an hour. So as you guys see here, the stock kind of pushed up and then quickly pumps back down. Now, in my opinion, this is my opinion, this is the typical pump and dump. Okay, Kelvin said, do you invest in dividend stock? Yes, Kelvin, I do. I do invest in dividend stock. I have a dividend portfolio that I've been managing since early last year. Let me switch to the dividend screen. So to answer your question, Kevin, yes, this is the dividend portfolio here. And I've been managing this portfolio since last year. And so far, this portfolio is geared towards dividend and growth investing. Dividend and growth investing. Like, that's what this portfolio is geared towards. Daisy, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. You're always on the stream. Appreciate you as always. So, Calvin, this is the dividend portfolio. This is what I do. My investment is broken up into different segments because investing has different things that you can do. So I'm just picking a couple and just kind of honing in and trying to dominate those couple that I'm picking. So you're welcome, Daisy. You're welcome. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just picking a couple and just kind of honing in and I want to dominate those. And my strategies would be to pick is for dividend, pick companies that pays dividend on a regular basis, and also pick companies that has the potential to grow. So if you're new to the channel, go check out some of my other videos, Kevin. I've done a lot of videos now in terms of dividend. My thoughts on I do a weekly diary on this portfolio, so I have a bunch of content on that. So let's go back to the portfolio here. To my option portfolio here and show you guys some of the trades that I'm making. So I currently have this puts. Let me switch my screen here. Okay, cool. So I currently have this put options that I currently have on Rocket. So let me show you why I also picked this put option for Rocket. Okay, let's hop on the other screen. Thanks for the question, Kevin. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Okay, so let's take a look at why I have this put option. Let me show you guys. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take a look at why I have this put option. Why I have this put option for Rocket company. Okay, what did Kevin say? Whoa, okay, well, I'm 15 years old. I'm trying to invest in dividend, but I'm trying to reach a goal of $100. Oh, this is so sweet. Man, I wish when I was 15 years old I started investing. Oh my God. If I was investing at 15, I'll be a rich man by now. I would be ridiculously rich. No problem. Always trying to learn something new. Well, that's how to do it, Kevin. That's definitely how to do it. That's how to do it. Well, being 15 and you're learning about investing already, you're already ahead of the pack. You're already ahead. By the time you get to like 30 years old, you'll be rich. Investing $100 every week, it's a great thing at 15 years old. You're doing the right thing. You're doing way better than when I was 15. So you're doing well. Well, subscribe to the channel because you're gonna learn a lot from this channel. Okay, so let's get back to the charts for a second here. So the reason why I did that put option on Rocket is, if you look at the average price for Rocket is an average of $20. Okay, that's the average price for Rocket, and it basically got pumped up and it's dumped pretty much right away. So what this tells me is, most likely, is either two things that can happen, right? Because right here we're just flat. Nothing is happening in terms of the stock. Nothing has happened for the past couple of weeks. It's either it's forming a bottom here, and this is the new floor when it comes to the stock. It's either it's forming a bottom, and this is the new floor, where it's gonna be. Because before, the floor used to be around $20 on average. It's either it's forming this floor, that the new floor is going to be 25, 26 on average, or it will probably go back down to where it's roughly about $20 as well. So yeah, could probably go back down as well. So let's see, Calvin, let's see a question here. No problem. I'm always trying. Oh, for sure, Calvin. That's all you can do. You can just try to make a little investment. If $100 is what you can do at your age, that is a great thing. That is an absolutely great thing. Like, a 15-year-old thinking about investing is already a great thing. You're already setting yourself up to be financially independent. Even probably before you get to like 35. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Daisy's right too. Daisy's right. $20 a month would definitely go a long way. Like, what people need to, okay, so let me show you something simple, that the other simple thing is something simple that I'm doing. Like, I'm currently investing $20 a day into Tesla stock, right? And let me show you the returns on that right now. Okay, so let's pop back into the dividend portfolio here, and I'll show you what the current what Tesla stock is currently doing right now. So let me show you. So let me pop right in here. So currently, this is the results. What you're looking at right here, this Tesla holding right here, this is the results of me putting $20 every day into Tesla since May 9th of last year. May 9th, 19th right here. May 19th of last year, I started putting $20 every day. Monday to Friday, $20. I put it into Tesla stock Monday to Friday. I never miss. And if I miss today, tomorrow I'll put $40. This is the result of that. So $20 can go a long way when it comes to investing. Let me show you as well. I do this with I do a weekly series where I just talk about Tesla alone, and I show you guys this. Look, this is what I'm doing. $20 every day. You just have to pick one company that you like. That you like what they do. Okay, it's only this said it is only allowed to invest $20. Well, That's good. I mean, if you can invest $20, that's great. If you can invest $20 per month, that is great as well. You know, if let's say the company that you invest that $20 in, let's say is a great company, it does well over 10 years, your $20 is gonna grow. You know, I used to when I started investing in Tesla, I started with like $15, and that single $15. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let me see if I can pull that up. I don't know if I can pull that up right now. Let me see. When I started investing in Tesla, that single $15 is now worth, I think, $200 or something like that. So you really don't have to have a lot of money to invest in the stock market. You just have to start investing. And starting to invest at 15 years old, you said 15 years old. This is amazing. Amazing. You're already doing way better than a lot of adults, you know? So keep up the good work, Kelvin. So I'm trying to bring up my the portfolio where I had let me show you guys. I know I normally don't really show my stash portfolio, but I'm inclined to show you, Kelvin, because what you're doing is great. It's great. So here's my stash portfolio. Let me go to the home page. Here's my stash portfolio. This is what I really started investing. This is what got me started. Um, to be honest, you know, I have to be careful with what I say. So Daisy, let me answer your question. I have to be careful with what I say, you know, because I'm not a professional. I cannot give investment advice. All I can do is show you what I'm doing, and if you decide to do what I'm doing, then that is on you. But I would say if I only have $20 per month to invest, I would invest that $20 into Tesla stock. Like that's what I would personally do. That is my opinion because you know I'm so my conviction level in Tesla is ridiculously high. It's crazy high. So here is the Tesla stock that this is how it started for me. You know, currently, if you see right here, amount amount invested. You're welcome, Daisy. I appreciate you. So if you see right here, amount invested, it was $15, and that $15 is now worth $228 just from investing 15. Okay, I didn't add any more money to this particular portfolio. I didn't add any extra money to it. It's just, you know, what I have to invest, you know. So the $15 is now worth almost $230. So that's why I do what I do here, you know, because I'm a huge advocate of sharing what I do because people trying to make investing complicated is not. You just have to pick one company or two or three that you like. That no matter what, if the company goes down 50% in price, you're not going to sell the stock. You're going to keep it and even be crazy enough to buy more if the stock price goes down because it's now on sale. It's one of your favorite companies. Like me, Tesla is one of my favorite companies. Like I know a lot about what they do. Like I'm always up to date with what they do. So I'm comfortable investing this amount of money into Tesla every day. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not really a lot, but I have the strategy this way because I wanted to do content around it. Um, because I believe that this is something that everybody can do. Like just $20 investing into Tesla stock every single day. And let me send out the tweet again. I don't know. Okay, I don't know if people can hear it. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back to. Let's move me to the side here. Let's be in the corner. and then let's go to stock here. Let's go to Tesla here. You know, so this is the result of $20 a day. You know, and at some point is because Tesla has gone down recently in the past month. It's gone down $1,400. At some point, it was up. If you guys look at this value area, value over time, at some point the portfolio was almost $10,000, like just from investing $20 a day. You know, so me currently, you know, that's what I'm doing, and that's what I would do if I was to be your age, Kelvin. If I was to be your age, that's exactly what I would do. Just pick a company that I like, that you know a lot about, that you want to keep up with, and learn everything they do, and just put a lot of money into that company. You can pick one, you can pick five, you can pick 10. It's all up to you. So let's get back to the Robinhood situation, and let's go into rocket companies. Okay, Kelvin said, I see, thank you so much for your side of thought, and I appreciate it. Well, thank you for coming on. I hope you subscribe to the channel, and you know, I hope you subscribe to the channel and, you know, be a subscriber and follow the journey. The goal with this channel is to get to $1 million, and I'm gonna share my journey all throughout my process. You know, when I start getting paid from YouTube, I'll share all my processes here with you guys. So in case you have people that are on the channel that want to do YouTube at some point, you can use something similar to what I'm doing. So stick around. You are not gonna regret it, Kevin. I'm glad I can be of service to help you out in your investment journey. Okay, so let's get back to Rocket Mortgage here. This is the next thing. This is my second put position that I have, and what I'm doing here is, if I go back to the chart here on Weibo, so what I'm doing is, like, the average price for rocket companies used to be it's roughly $20, and it's currently at 25. So there's a chance where two things that's going to happen, right? There's a chance where people push this up, and then they sell it going back down, right? This is basically called a pump and dump. That's what this chart looks like. So two things that can happen, right? It could go back down to this position and go back to trading around, you know, $19, $20 again, because that's the range that he was trading at before. Or it can be forming a new floor. Let's see if I can draw the chart for you guys. Or it can be forming a new floor. Sorry guys, this is a new charting system for me. I used to really love TD Ameritrade. I still love TD Ameritrade. But I'm trying out Weibo because it's a lot smoother than TD Ameritrade on live. Let's see. Can't make a copy of it. Let me see. Can't make a copy of it. But anyways, you guys get the point. So this is a new floor that is forming here. So the other thing that could potentially happen is it could not. Okay. Let me draw this trend line really quickly. Okay. Okay, so what can potentially happen is, you see, it keeps trying to go up, but it never breaks this top, then come down, and trying to push up again, never breaks the top and then come down. So this could be a kind of a new floor for it, or it can potentially go down. So what I have going on right here with my trades right here, let's see, let this pop on. So what I have going on here is I paid 60 bucks to potentially bet that I think the stock would go back down based on what I'm seeing, in the charts here. Based on what I'm seeing, I believe that the stock will go down, just like what I did with Jumia. I analyzed the chart and I realized that okay, this gives an opportunity for the stock to potentially go up. This could be an opportunity for the stock to potentially go up because of the double bottom here, and that is exactly what happened. And when I bought it, MACD already crossed, and you kind of see a progression whereby most likely it's gonna keep on going up. There was a little break here, so we'll see how it performs next week. But this is what I do. This is what I try to do with my Robinhood portfolio. Just spot you know, investment opportunities, whether the stock is going up or going down. On this, what I'm doing here is like on a monthly thing when I'm doing this 1 month trades. But I do weekly options, which is buying covered calls or buying cash secured puts, and that you do that on stocks that you own or stocks that you wanna buy in the future. So right now, let me show you guys this. So right now, I currently own 100 shares, 100 shares of Blink Charging. Right. This is the performance of it for the past, 1 week here. This performance of it for the past month, 3 months. Let's see, 3 months and 1 year. So Blink Charging is in the EV industry. I like investing in the EV industry because it's something new. Usually, when you invest in something new, is you have more chance of it growing exponentially. It's like being around to invest in Amazon when Amazon first started, or being around to invest in Microsoft when Microsoft first started, or investing in Apple when Apple first started, or investing in Google when Google first started. So I like that kind of investment, like, because there's a huge chance for exponential growth, like crazy growth, because Tesla basically paved the way for a lot of these companies. So like Blink Charging here, I don't mind holding their stock. I don't mind investing in the companies. So what I do while I invest in the companies, I basically rent out my stock. I rent it out to the stock market and say, hey, I'm willing to either buy or I'm willing to sell it at a certain price. But while I wait for that to happen, I collect premium on it. Okay. So that is all the stuff that you guys see here. Like this $200 here, this is a premium payment. This 260, that's a premium payment. This $33. Now that's a buy. When you guys see the sell here, sell call is the premium. So here, sell call, this is a premium payment. I collected $241 for that. I do my other content around this. Check out my channel. If you guys are new, welcome. My name is Kaseem Bada. I run my own investment and I share it with you on this channel. And if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. I love talking about money and I love talking about investing. So if you are like-minded, you're gonna love the channel. So yeah, this is what I do here. I've just been collecting premiums on this particular stock, and I'll keep on collecting premium until it gets to the price that I want to sell it at. Then I'll sell the stock. So that is what I'll probably do. So do you guys have any questions? Kelvin, thanks for the questions, man. That was nice. That's the whole point of me doing this. Instead of doing it by myself, I might as well come online and talk about it. Come online and talk about it with you guys. But yeah, so I currently have Blink charging, and what I'm going to do is I don't have any option contracts for Blink charging. So next week, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to sell puts, sell call on it, and this is example. This is an example of how I do it. So the first thing you need to do is to pick an expiration date. So this will expire on Friday. So I selected that. Then I'll go to sell calls. Then it will bring up all the options for selling calls. Okay. If you look at plus 250, that means you're willing to sell the stock that you currently own. You're willing to sell it at $39.50. And for doing that, you're going to get paid $250. Now, depending on where you purchase the stock from, that's what will determine how much you sell the stock for and how much the stock. If the stock is moving up like crazy, let's say you purchase the stock at $10, and the stock is currently down is like $8, then you want to sell your call at $10. If the stock gets to $10, it will sell, and you get the money back, and plus you've collected this premium right here. You've collected that. So that is what I do. That's how I try to generate some sort of income. So next week I'm probably going to be looking at this 45 here, because stock is currently at 39. So two things that can happen next week, because I'm just trying to watch what would happen with Blink charging. Most likely I'm just probably gonna watch it for a little bit during the week and see how it performs, and we just go from there. And if it's in a range and it's not really going up or down, then I would sell the covered call on it and probably sell it for what I just told you guys. I'll probably sell it for this situation here, where I will collect $91. So I'll sell it for $45.50, where I'll collect $91 roughly for it. And hopefully the stock don't get to $45 by Friday. If it gets to $45 by Friday, it will sell the stock that I currently own. And remember, guys, I own 100 shares of this, and I'm currently down on it. But technically, I'm not, because I've been collecting premiums on it. So that is the situation with this particular option trade. So let me see. Let's see. I'm still here on my M1, so it don't log me out. So still here. So let's go to Robinhood again. So here on Robinhood, that's what I'm doing. So for Jumia and Rocket, I'm just holding on and see what happens. This contract is going to expire in 1 month. April 16th. So I'll wait to see what happens. Hopefully it gets to my target goal. If it gets there before that time and I'm making money, I'll probably hold on to it and see how far it goes. I would always look at the chart first. The chart will help me determine whether I get out of the trade or I still stay in the trade, because price action is everything, and the chart, this is basically price action. This is telling you what the current price of the stock is. And this will help me determine whether I get out of those trades. But next week, what I'll do with this two, let's see if it gets to it. Okay, we're all good. So next week, what I will do with this two stock that I'm currently holding is I'm going to sell calls on it. I'm going to sell calls on it. So guys, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions for me? Because if you guys don't have any question, I will probably end the live stream. This has been fun. This is great. I love this live streams. It's way better than putting the videos together and editing them and everything, trying to make it look nice for you guys. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I would probably just end the stream here. Let me point some few things out first though. So for those of you guys that are new to the channel, like I said, the channel do have social media. So go ahead and follow the channel on the social media. You can pause it. You're gonna get a lot of things that goes on in the background in the social media. So go and follow the channel. Oh, okay, cool. So before we go, we have Kelvin. Kelvin have a question. Let's get to his questions. Okay. So Kelvin said, what is the difference between the options and ETFs? Okay. So options give you the right but not the obligation to do something. That's what options are. So options is just an option. So it gives you the right to buy a stock or sell a stock at a given price at a given date. It's like a contract. You're saying that, okay, I'm willing to sell you these earbuds. I'm willing to sell it to you on Friday for $100, right? And when Friday comes, if the price of the these headphones, if the price is at $100, you're gonna automatically buy this from me. That's what an option contract is. Okay. When it comes to stock, let's say I show you. Let me get out of this for a second. Sorry about that. Okay, cool. We're looking good. Just a little technical glitch there. Give me a second. Okay, let's get this technical glitch out of the way. Okay, so let me answer your question. I really want to get to this question. You're 15 years old. Like, you need your question has to be answered. What's the difference between options and ETF? So let me show you here, right here, what options are. So what I have here with Jumia and Rocket, right? So what I'm potentially saying is, what I'm saying with it, let me bring this up. Okay, so what I'm saying is that I'm willing, with this contract, what I'm saying is I'm willing to buy Jumia stock at $65, right? But by the time when I purchased Jumia stock, it was not at $65. I think currently Jumia stock is, if I look at the chart here, Jumia stock is currently at 48, right? So that is the contract, because I'm buying the contract at a cheap price, and I'm saying, oh, I'm willing to buy it again, buy the actual stock at a cheap price. But the bare bone definition of options are the right to do something, but not the obligation to do it. You don't have to do it, but you have the right to do it. So that is what options are. Options give you the right to do something, but not the obligation. And ETF, if you think about an ETF, I always like to think about an ETF as, let me show you another example. So let's say we have this case here, right? This is a case. Let's say we call the case VOO, right? The S&P 500 index, right? This is the case. This is the company, VOO. This company goes out and buys Microsoft and put it into the basket. Goes out and buy Facebook and buy Amazon and put it into the basket. Goes out and buy this cleaning thing. Let's call it Walmart. Put it in the basket. Goes out and buy Facebook. Let's call this pen Facebook. Put it in the basket. And then goes out and buy this remote. Let's call this Johnson & Johnson that is making the COVID vaccine. Put it in the basket. And then what they do is they cover everything up, they wrap it up and call it S&P 500. Okay, they package it up, they call it the S&P 500. Okay, and this is an ETF now, because this provides you the ability to buy one thing. By buying one thing, you buy everything. You buy a little bit of everything that is inside this company. Okay, that is the simple way I can describe an ETF. And if I also show you some of the famous ones, which is this one right here, this is one of the ones that a lot of people follow in the market. The S&P 500 ETF is just the top 500 companies in the United States. So like it's the top 500 companies. If a company don't do well, they kick it out and it just falls out of the 500 and they put another one in. So it's always, at every single time, it's always going to be the top 500 companies in the United States. So the example that I just showed you with this one, that's exactly what this is, right? This is exactly what this is. So I can decide to create a company that can go out and go buy the top 500 companies in the United States and put them into one basket and then package it up and call it S&P 500. And that is basically what ETFs are. So they have ETFs that target different things. Like they have ETFs that targets, healthcare. They have ETFs that target dividend paying stocks. They have dividend ETF. Matter of fact, I actually have some in my portfolio. Let me show you guys. Let me show you under the dividend section. I'm glad you do, Kevin. I'm glad you do. You're doing great, man. I'm just amazed. For a 15-year-old, you're doing great. So this ETF right here. So this is my ETF section. So I have a bunch of ETFs that is targeting different things. Okay. So this first ETF up top here, this is targeting the top 500 companies in the S&P 500. Always remember the basket. So the basket of companies that's packaged into one. So this ETF is targeting the top 500 companies, packaging them into one. And it's only picking the companies that pays the most dividend and has low volatility. So that means they pay the most dividend within the S&P 500, but they don't go up and down a lot. And this one pays me on a monthly basis. It pays me every month, So I currently have 4,600 of it, and the total I've gotten paid a total of $124. So from this particular one. So if I go here and I just take a copy this, let me show you how they've been paying me and look at activities here. And we change this to SPD and pull that up, and we look at just their payment activities. Let's look at just the payment activities, just the dividend. Okay. Okay. What the hell is going on? Okay, cool. So you see right here. So I have this S&P 500 company in my stock portfolio, right? So this company, like I showed you with this S&P 500, this is the top 500 companies in the US, right? Packaged into one. It don't matter if they pay dividend or they don't pay dividend, but the top 500 companies by market cap. And market cap meaning like how big they are compared to other companies. So if I go back into my portfolio here, you see that I have SPHD, S&P 500, high yield, high. I'm so tired. Been chatting all day. Let me drink some water. Anyways, before I get to it, if you're new, my name is Kaseem. I do dividend and growth investing. And I share my content, my financial journey with you guys on this channel. The goal of this channel is to get to $1 million, get to my first million and share that with you guys. So that is the main goal of this channel. So if you're new, subscribe to the channel and join the community. So Kevin, uh, I'm glad you understand. So this is basically what it is. I'm investing in this particular S&P 500 index, and it pays me roughly $14 a month. So what I do is whenever I get this payment, the first one was right here. First one is right here, and it was $12. So I put that $12 back in. The next time it paid me 13, and I put it back in, and it paid me the 13. I put it back in. So slowly, like the amount of money that I'm getting paid is growing over time. But I mean, it also varies as well, because if the company reduce the amount of dividend they're gonna pay to investors, that affects the dividend you get as a dividend investor. So that is a part of it as well. So oh my god, this is fun. I'm having a blast here. How long have we been online for? 1 hour 16 minutes. This is so much fun. Calvin, man, welcome to the community, man. Welcome. You are going to be a great investor. If you're 15 years old and you're already looking into investing, you are going to be a great investor one day. Okay, so let me go back to my options talk here. So yeah, I'm going to see what happened with these options, and we'll see. So this is the portfolio when it gets to it. So the main thing that matters to me the most with this Robinhood portfolio is to see how this perform over a 1 year period. And I don't think this is the actual sometimes Robinhood has a glitch. I don't think I'm down this much, so don't mind this particular numbers. I'm sure it's not right, but what I'm trying to do is just trying to look at the 1 year and then see that, okay, the 1 year it's growing. Okay, like I just showed you guys what I do on IG, sharing this portfolio with you guys. So so that is that. So yeah, do you guys still have any other questions for me? If you guys don't have any more questions, then I will probably, let me just recap this week's, what you guys should be waiting for and expecting from me this week. I'm gonna do a recap of the dividend portfolio, what my moves are, what I'm doing, just my take on the portfolio and my opinion on the markets. And at the same time, I'll update you guys on the real strategy that I'm doing with this two and this two right here. So, and I'm also gonna talk about some of the new things that Tesla is up to this week, because that's one of my favorite investment. Hope you guys like my tequila bottle over there. Tesla tequila is a great addition to the studio, isn't it? So yeah. So I think I'm gonna wrap up the live stream here. Like I said one more time, thank you very much for coming, and checking out the Sunday stock talk here. The main goal of the channel is to grow the portfolio up to $1 million, and one of my motivating things for starting this channel is to make at least $100,000 a month. That's one of my main goal. Like $100,000 a month might seem like a lot of money, but I mean, if you aim at something, you always get it. Like, just like how you aim to go to school and get this degree and do this job, you work hard at it, you're gonna get it. So it's same thing with me. I'm focusing on making sure I earn $100,000 a month at some point from now within the next 10 years. So I'm going to be sharing that with you guys on this channel. Okay. So yeah, the other thing I also want to share with you is that I have my social media. You can go follow, and thank you for joining. Thank you for coming on the live stream. I appreciate you for coming on the live stream. So until next time, see you later. Bye.